Okay, so today is the last day of our Unit 4, and we are going to be talking about rational exponents. So let's talk about some things you do remember, or you already should know. So when we are multiplying, we add our exponents together. So we will first take our coefficients and multiply our coefficients. So 5 times 7 equals 35. I'm going to put 35 over here. And then I take u, 4 plus 4 is 8, and v, 1 plus 3 is 4. And this would be my answer. On number 2, on number 1, this comes from 4.1. Number 2 comes from lesson 4.2. So when I'm raising a power to a power, I multiply my exponents, and I take my coefficient and raise it to whatever power is on the outside. So negative 2 to the third power is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, which gives me negative 8. And then f is 2 times 3, which is 6. G, 3 times 3, which is 9. And h, 2 times 3, which is 6. Okay? Number 3 is 4.4 division. So I am going to take G, 3 minus 1, and H, 5 minus 3, and that gives me G squared, H squared. Okay? So today we're going to start working with our rational exponents, and we're going from rational form to exponential form. So if I were to write 25 raised to the 1/2 power, this just is the square root of 25, and the square root of 25 is just 5. Okay? If I'm going from exponential form, the square root of 18 is 18 to the 1/2 power. What I want you to know is that this is the same as this. Okay, these two mean the same thing. So just bear with me until we get to the rule. So let's practice how we would write this. 5x raised to the 1/2 power would simply be the square root of 5x, or you could write 5x, or the square root of 5x. The square root of 8p is 8p raised to the 1/2 power. 7w raised to the 1/2 power, 7w, the square root of 7w, or the square root of 7w. 2 times the square root of x is 2x to the 1/2. Okay? All right. Let's look at this one. So I have a to, the rule says a to the m divided by n power equals the square root, the nth square root of a to the m power. Okay? So let's look at 2 raised to the 3/2. Okay, so notice where in the rule my denominator is. Okay, n goes outside, and the 3 will go inside. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 which is here, to 2 cubed. Okay, now if I do 2 cubed, if it says to simplify it, then I would do 2 times 2 times 2, which would be 8. So this would be the square root of 8. Or you can just write the square root of 8. Either one of those would be the right answer. Okay, so let's try some together. X raised to the 5 half power. So my denominator goes on the outside, x to the 5th power. Or you could just write the square root of x to the 5th power. Okay? Now, notice we've done everything using 1/2. And just remember your denominator is what goes on the outside. So 4c all raised to the 1/4 power. Notice my denominator goes here. And this is your answer. Okay? All right. We're going to do 3 more together, and then I'm going to let you do your work. Okay. 3b raised to the 4/3 power. Okay, my denominator is going to go out here. Notice that 3b is in parentheses, raised to the 4th power. Now, if your answer choices are like this, you leave it like this. If not, this is raising a power to a power. So I would take 3 to the 4th power, which is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is equal to 81. And I would put the cubed root of 81b to the 4th power. Okay? What about h raised to the 1/3 power? My denominator, it goes out on the outside, so the cubed root of h. Okay? 6g all raised to the 3/2 power. My denominator is 2. 6g is in parentheses and it's raised to the 3rd power. Again, if your answer choices are like this, you leave it. If it wants you to simplify, then I'm going to take 6 and raise it to the 3rd power. 6 times 6 times 6, which is equal to 216. And then g, 1 times 3 is 3. So the square root of g, 216 g cubed. Or you could simply put the square root 216 g cubed. So email me if you have any questions. I will be more than happy to help you.